Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. My name is Jo and I'm here to talk to you about what Waimati Together has accomplished in the last 3 years. Our vision statement is, proudly Waimati, taking the good of the past into the best of the future. We have completed some wonderful projects with the community, including setting up a 9-hole disc golf course. We employed a sports coordinator to teach both children and adults how to play, and we are now planning on an international level course due to the success of this project. This year, we are organising a community competition which will involve local businesses, schools and organisations. We started up a Waimati Student Volunteer Army and connected the young with local groups and organisations. This has created a pathway to help young people step up and take the lead in giving back to their community. We worked with local marae, arts and heritage groups to produce 2 wonderful publications all about our culture, history and local artists. These have been very well received throughout the community. We helped the local garden groups create an annual spring garden competition, which has created a sense of pride in our community. Our next big project is a 62k, 2-3-day walk and cycle trail, which will start and finish in Waimati. The development of the White Horse has been our biggest project to date. Local groups and volunteers helped with scrub clearing, painting the White Horse, and community planting days. Our local schools designed their own pokuras, which represented who was in this place, who is in this place, and who will be in this place. Local contractors were employed and everything was made in Waimati, from the platforms, tables, benches, information panels, signs and framing. The White Horse project also managed to gain national TV coverage on 7 Sharp. We had a wonderful opening day to celebrate the completion of the White Horse project. A song was written for the opening by a local artist. I'd like to finish our presentation by showing you what our wonderful community has achieved. Here are some of the highlights from the White Horse opening. Thank you.
The main po in the middle there, Waiariki and Tapuiti, who are 2 female ancestors of the first people that came here, and just probably a little bit more importantly, your po kura, all these posts from all the schools here, because these are the things that are sheltering, like our town down in Waimati, our Morven, Waihao, and Glenavy, all the places that make Waimati Waimati. So I acknowledge you all the schools for all of that brilliant work, and now I'm going to hand it over for the blessing.
Blessings on these school po that represent the creativity of the children and young people of our community. We ask for your blessings for this po whenua, representing the first grandmothers of this land, Waiariki o Aio and Tapuiti, who arrived here on the Waka Uruau. These women of renown also represent the love and care of grandmothers everywhere for children. May these po stand as a symbol of love.
I'd also like to make a special shout out to DIA. Obviously, without the co-funding of DIA, this development wouldn't happen. And I think it just proves that when the money's put in the right place and in the right hands of the right people, it's incredible what can be achieved.
And I look out here today and see this facility, and I see the community coming together like this. And this is really testament to the value of community-led development.
Waimati Centennial Po. Our po was designed to represent what is important at our school. Our po shows the ropes we have at our school, which intertwine and lead to the totara tree at the top, connecting us to our local history and environment. Respect for self, others, property and environment are our core values. The photos show some of the ways we show this important value of respect in our school.
The students worked very hard over a year to create our po. To create our po, each class brainstormed our ideas and what we thought would be important on our po. The years 7 and 8 students created some designs and pictures of what they would like the po to look like. We worked carefully to make the final designs and create the stencils for each part of the po. It was time to paint. Some students undercoated the po, another group painted on the stripes, and another group again worked on painting the symbols we chose as a school onto the po. We enjoyed being able to do all of the painting ourselves, from the undercoat through the final touch-ups. We would like to thank Waimati Together and everyone else that was involved for this great project that is now on display up here on Whitehorse Hill.
Thanks very much. But what we've got here is a pretty big thing. So we've produced street parties, 9-hole disc golf course, arts booklets, history booklets, to mention a few, and of course, our most expensive project, this one. But what's the best thing? It's not the park, it's you people, and it's us. And it's great that we've got a community that has finally got together and worked together as one. We should all be proud of ourselves. I'm not going to thank everybody here because it's way too hard, because there's been hundreds and hundreds of people who have done this. So to everybody here, give yourselves a big hand because you've done marvellously.
Slow moving waters of humanity, Mount Stardom, wild river, life here is peaceful and serene. Wallabies roam here, running wild and free. Country town, we call home.
No, it was pretty cool. It's like I said, putting a jigsaw all together, and seeing all the kids' faces, and everyone here from the community. It's stunning, really. Yeah, it's been a wonderful project, a great community project, and it's great to see stage 1 complete.
So right down to the post. That's our school's logo for our school.
Oh, I think it's been amazing. I think it's come together really well. I think, working with lots of different people on a big project has its difficulties, but I think we've overcome them and everyone's worked together really well. And I think you can see by the finished result how great it's turned out. We've got about 600 kids up here, so that's all our kids from our primary school and high school. So that's our next generation. We want them to take ownership of this and look after it, and also get involved in other projects that we're doing. They're the heart of our community. So if we get them involved, all the families and everything get involved as well. So it's brilliant.